When I say that my YouTube channel has quite literally changed my business and my life because of the cash flow that it brings into my business regularly, I don't say that lightly. Like, I think back to I had one $197 course that I primarily sold for a few years, and most of my leads came from YouTube. It generated over $250,000 in revenue for my business. And even thinking about strategic affiliate partnerships that I've done, there's one more recently where over the course of a couple of years, it brought in an extra $30,000 into my business. Or even YouTube AdSense revenue for all the videos I'm already making to market my business. It has brought in over $70,000 since I've started my YouTube channel and got monetized. So I want more of you to see these kinds of results. So we're doing a 6-part YouTube series on my YouTube channel about how to start a YouTube channel as a business owner. Okay, so how to create this YouTube channel that is going to help bring this kind of cash flow into your business in a really passive way. Yes, you have to do the work to start your channel. Yes, you have to create the videos, but if you do it right and you do it from the mindset of how to make sales in your business, it can be a very, very valuable asset in your business and something that truly becomes very passive in terms of views and leads and sales for your online business. And not only have I seen these kind of results, but my students have too. Even recently, I remember Katie messaging me saying that she made a few sales for her ebook within just a couple of weeks of uploading videos. So while YouTube is definitely the long game, we're also thinking here, how can we start our channel and try to see an ROI as fast as possible from the videos that we are uploading? So I will have a link below to the playlist with this full series and every single video that's going to be in this series, especially once the 6 weeks is over and all the videos are in there. So be sure to check that out to see what videos are currently available right now before then. And in this video, I'm really going to give you an overview of what this strategy even is, right? Like, what does this look like? What is this going to require? What is this going to take? And the first step here is to really create a launch plan, okay? And really, when I think about a launch plan, it's not just a plan for how you're going to actually put your YouTube channel out into the world and for people to see it. It's also thinking strategically on the back end for the workflow of things. How am I going to film these videos? How am I going to keep up with creating them? And when am I going to schedule them out? And how far ahead am I going to stay with that? And I like to teach a 5-week launch plan for your YouTube channel. And there are things within those 5 weeks you can do to start seeing results from your YouTube channel without even seeing growth on your YouTube channel to begin with, because YouTube is a long game, okay? Like, it is not necessarily something that you're going to upload videos and see results overnight, but it is something that for the long game and for 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, you're gonna be so happy you started right now. And I always like to think like the best time to start on YouTube was probably 5 years ago, right? So you had all these videos working for you right now, but the next best time is to start right now. And that's why I'm really glad that you're here. And so the basis of what I like to think about this is I want you to stay at least 2 weeks ahead of your upload schedule, okay? And so I recommend uploading one new video, one new long form video every single week, and you want to stay 2 weeks ahead of that. So that's going to mean and also require that you're also thinking about batch filming. So I like to teach recording and batch filming one time per month. We're going to talk more about this in a video later in this series on my video creation workflow process, and really taking that one day, like I'm literally doing right now, recording these videos, recording 4 to 5 YouTube videos at a time. So you have them ready for the month ahead, and you're not constantly scrambling every week trying to record videos and keep up with your schedule that you have set for yourself. And even past that, staying a couple weeks ahead, okay? So that you're actually recording a couple of weeks before something has to go live. This is going to really help you to actually stick to it, okay? And not feel like you have all these moving pieces when it comes to video filming and editing and scheduling. And yes, there are a lot of moving pieces. There's also a lot that you can hand off, which we're going to talk about later in this series, especially as a busy business owner and someone who you might have someone already on your team who can help handle a lot of these moving pieces. And for you though, especially as the entrepreneur, as the CEO, as the visionary, since you are going to be the person putting in, infusing your thought leadership and creating your outlines, creating the ideas and bringing these videos to life, it is important that you streamline that process as much as possible, which is why I'm a huge fan of batch filming. And so it's almost just reverse engineering, like whatever that date is that you want to launch your YouTube channel. And so again, I like to teach 5 weeks. You take the first few weeks to figure out what gear you're going to get, buy the gear, create your first video ideas and your outlines, which inside of YouTube for Business, I actually have 5 custom AI assistants that make up the YouTube production team to help make this process so simple, fast, and easy. And so you're going to create those first set of videos and do all of that within the first few weeks. And that schedule, the first video is going to go live 2 weeks after you're done creating those videos. And then you're just going to go on a monthly rotation of filming videos every single month. Okay, so that first part of the process is getting your channel up and running, because you can't make money on YouTube unless you actually get your channel going, right? And you actually start filming your videos. And again, we're gonna talk more about that video creation process here in a few weeks, so stay tuned for that. But I also wanted to mention, you can't make money on YouTube unless you have a paid offer, right? And I know most of you here are going to have a paid offer, but specifically the strategies that I talk about, that I teach, is going to be for those of you who have an online business, okay? So that's online courses, digital products, online services, one-on-one coaching, group coaching, live programs, master classes, memberships. Things that you sell online generally are what we're talking about here when I'm talking about starting a YouTube channel, building your thought leadership, building a personal brand, and creating this kind of cash flow from your YouTube channel that's going to play into other marketing that you're doing, but also becomes a front top of funnel marketing platform for you, where people are discovering you for the very first time and they're being nurtured in a very unique way within YouTube content, and you're really getting to know you very quickly and instantly wanting to buy from you. Okay, and then that is what we're talking about here. So we're uploading that one long form video one time per week, about 10 minutes long. So very simple. It doesn't need to be long, doesn't need to be everything you know about every single topic, but just giving them that quick win or something to think about, or giving a mindset shift for them. And then bringing them into your world and what you have to offer because of the way you're structuring that video. And I also talk more about this and about what your videos are going to look like in order to make those types of sales inside of my brand new YouTube Cash Flow Masterclass. So if you have any interest in watching that, learning a little bit more, there's going to be a link down in the description. It also will tell you a little bit more about those AI assistants I mentioned earlier. All right, the next big thing that comes to mind whenever I think about if you're actually going to make money as a business owner on YouTube, okay, you have to have a good workflow. You have to have a paid offer. The other thing that I think is very, very important is to maintain the vision. You are not going to succeed on YouTube if you are not consistent, if you're not dedicated, if you don't actually show up and do the work, okay? And doing the work doesn't mean it has to take over your life. It doesn't mean it has to take up hours of your time every single week. For me, like, I'm a mom to 3 under 3. I don't have time to be spending hours every single week. I work part-time hours, usually around 20 hours a week. I do not have the time for YouTube to take up 10, 15, 20 hours of my week. I need to streamline it as much as possible, right? But even back when I was doing YouTube all by myself, I got it down to 4 hours a week doing it solo. And now with a team member, someone who edits my YouTube videos, and another team member who schedules them out for me, we've gotten it down to, I spend about 4 hours per month on my YouTube content. Yes, literally that one batch filming day every single month. And so that's not gonna happen though. Like, you're not gonna be able to show up and create these videos. You're not going to be able to see that cash flow come in and those sales come in for your business if you are not dedicated and consistent, especially when you are growing your YouTube channel. You cannot show up and post a few videos, ghost it for 6 months, and expect those videos to keep growing, okay? Maybe they will gain you some views, but in the grand scheme of things, when we think about a year-long time frame, okay? And I get this question all the time, like, Stephanie, can I just post like 1 video a month or 2 videos a month? But I really encourage you to have that dedication and that vision of doing one video every single week and maintaining that kind of consistency. Because when you think about in the grand scheme of things, in a year time frame, if you have 52 videos working for you because you upload it every single week, that's going to grow your channel and your sales way faster and almost have more, like, I like to think about each video as a mini employee out there marketing for me 24/7, right? And so you have all of these videos working for you around the clock, and you have over 50 of them in a year from now instead of 12. Because you're uploading one every single month. You're gonna see what works faster. You're going to get better at filming. You're gonna get faster at filming, developing that workflow because you're staying in it, because you're recording at least once per month your YouTube content. So I really encourage you to strive for that consistency. Consistency and dedication, in my opinion, are probably two of the biggest traits of a successful YouTuber. You're not doing this for you right now. You're doing this for 6 months from now, or a year from now, or 5 years from now, because you're in it for the long haul. You're not in this to just make some quick money and then peace out. Like, you're in this to actually build a brand, to build people who fall in love with you, people who connect with you, who trust you, and to build money, right? To create money for your business. And so that's something that YouTube can do for you. It's not going to happen unless you have that vision and that dedication and that consistency and upload that one long form video every single week. And by doing that, that's how, like, now when I say I took 6 months off from posting new long form videos on YouTube in 2024, and my channel still gained me over 1 million views, high quality views, people seeing my face, hear me talk. They were looking for answers, and I was showing up for them with videos I'd created in years prior. And I am just so grateful to have this kind of marketing system that works for me around the clock. That truly, if something happened and I had to take a step back in my business, if I had to turn off all my ads, if I had to stop posting on Instagram, if I had to stop sending live emails, because of the systems I have set up with YouTube, YouTube truly does not stop unless you literally delete your channel. Like your videos are going to get found over and over and over again. Or I even think back to like when I mentioned earlier how that one online course made me hundreds of thousands of dollars for a low ticket online course. It actually started at 147 and then I raised the price to 197 about a year after I launched it. I remember that was during that really took off and began at the end of 2021, beginning of 2022. And in 2022 is when I became a mom to my twins. And I literally did not work much for 6 months. My team member, who is still with me now, she tells me, like, she's like, you're a completely different person that first year I worked for you. Like, it was kind of interesting in a way because now, like, I feel like I'm such a different, like, I'm so driven. I love running my business, but the first 6 months of being a mom, because I was thrown in the deep end with twins, and I was the main person taking care of our twins. Like we didn't have a lot of childcare or support with watching them. And so YouTube, selling that one course was like the perfect match. And it allowed me to keep having a business and for it to keep going, even when I couldn't work a lot for a good 6 months. And so I am just so grateful that I have seen that kind of result in my business. It led me to in 2022, that was the first time my business hit multiple six figures in revenue. It generated over $200,000 and it was life changing. My husband was able to quit his job later that year. And I'm just so excited for more of you to get on board with starting YouTube. So stick around. The next 5 videos in this series are going to be breaking down the parts of this YouTube strategy that I teach even more and helping you to start your YouTube channel so that you can play the long game. Play the long game that's worth playing so you can stop posting on Instagram every single day just to keep up, just to keep your sales going and be able to have this system that allows you to have a way to reach people on autopilot all of the time, but also a way to fill in some more of those gaps in your short-term marketing and be able to quickly have content you can also repurpose into other types of content. So I'm beyond excited you're here. Again, if this is later on, the link will be right below with the playlist where you can literally go ahead and watch this series all about how to start your YouTube channel as a business owner. And if you want even more or you just can't wait for the next videos to come out, I also encourage you to watch my brand new YouTube cash flow masterclass. It's going to be all about how to create that kind of cash flow in your business if you're ready to go full speed ahead on YouTube right now. I'll see you guys in the next week's video. Bye guys.